working on taking down the second pole barn. This is where the horses were. The family built this, we think, in the 50s or so. I think this structure was maybe built in the 50s. I can't remember what Peggy said, and then this was added on over time. This is where the horses were. The problem is the second electric pole to connect to this electric pole is going to be dropped here, and there has to be a certain amount of distance where no structures can be. And then Chris Stevens, who's in the skid steer right now, and his guy Straley is working hard taking the roof off. They're going to be doing my septic, and the septic is going to go pretty close to where the hay is in here. So this has to come down so septic and electric can go up. And of course we're saving all the pieces to be putting in the big barn. So here's all my salvage, and the big barn is just, I owe a lot of updates, but it's just coming out so beautifully. You can see the roof, you can see the siding. Right now they're working on the exterior doors. We have a very, very busy crew here today on this Friday morning. And I've taken footage of siding and everything going on, but I just haven't posted it yet. So you can see the horses have been relocated temporarily. I have a run-in shed coming in next week. It's a giant, giant puzzle. Here's the side of the barn. Right now the roofers are putting the roof up on the porch. Initially we were gonna delay that until the barn had been stained with the blue, but I've run into some budget problems because I'm trying to sell my current house and using the profit from that sale to finance quite a bit here, and I've had some bumps with that sale. So the barn is gonna be painted stained down the road. Initially they were gonna put the roofs up on the porches after the barn was stained, but because we're pushing stain back, we're just going to get the roof on now, and the painters are just going to have to be, walk pretty carefully on the roof so they don't bang it up, and be careful to not be sloppy with their paint. So you can see here my neighbor Shane is doing the concrete on the porches, and my other neighbor Sergio is doing the block work. So I've been pretty lucky to have a really capable group of neighbors on my street. You can see here the guys are starting to put in the exterior doors. That's the farm kitchen. These two are new. You can see that's a knotty alder. That's the wood. Got those from Crosswood. This one here is a salvage door. So the tricky part is I have 5 salvage and 5 new. The new come with jams. The salvage don't come with jams, or I have one with a jam, but it's not like a weather tight jam. We have to put certain stripping in to keep the the water, the weather out of the house. So here's the front, and like I said, I've been filming progress and I just haven't posted it, which I need to do, but I'll do a quick thing this morning. Here I found some crowns that I really liked online, so you can see here, and the guys replicated them beautifully. So as you approach the front of the barn, I wanted those 3 windows to be a little bit more special than just the typical trim that you can see here. Again, this is all poplar, board and batten. It's from Leaper's Fork, which is like 40 minutes from here, from Fox's Lumberyard, where they have a managed forest and they do all of the milling on site. So pretty cool that this barn is going to be sided with very local timber. Here's an inside view. Remember, we got the queen trusses up. We've got our hand-hewn beams framing the loft. This went up yesterday. This is a really important piece. So I got this salvage window up in Bowling Green, and it matches the other one that's hanging in the room, one of the rooms of the house. And so the idea here, I'm standing, hey Juan. The idea is when you're in the great room of the barn, you'll be able to look through that window, and then me and Peggy and Stacy and whoever else wants to is going to decorate this wall with all photos of the Smith family and the ribbons that Danny won from his prize bulls and all sorts of really cool photos. So it's a way to preserve, the history of the family and the farm. So I've shown you that already. You can see here, this is the inside of, they're putting this door, this is the farm kitchen. It's loud. These are Dutch doors. And the Dutch doors are gonna go, one is gonna go in the tack. And Mario's working on, hey Mario. Mario is working on the Dutch door in here. So you'll be able to open half and maybe the horse will stick its head in, which would be really fun. And then we have Luis. Hey Luis. Working on the Dutch door over here. And that will go out to the tack porch. And then here's a salvage mantle I got in Memphis. This is from the 1920s. We're playing around with the height of this. You can see my tub is in. I think I've already shown you all this. Here's the matching mirror, or excuse me, window. You can see through here. And then this will be for a salvage door. That's one I got in Bowling Green. That's East Lake from an old ship captain in Paducah, late 1800s. Where we've been piling. There's my kitchen table that I found on Facebook Marketplace, tiger oak, hidden drawers. It's really cool. Here's one of the salvage doors. Look at that. There's the East Lake pattern. This is the other side. This is the ship captain one, and there's a transom that broke and has to be replaced. But the other side, you can see the really ornate East Lake carvings. This will face the interior. Here's a bathroom vanity that I got in Memphis that will be built into the master bath. So 1, 2. Here's a couple of the other old farm salvage doors, and the 5th one is down in the greenhouse. And look at this bed I found. How beautiful, right? So this is kind of the salvage hub. Lots going on. Right now, as far as development in the barn, all of the utilities have been roughed in, but once the electric passes inspection, then the walls can get insulated. And after that, we are going to be able to put sheetrock. So definitely a little bit delayed from where we hope to be at this point, but you know, everybody's working hard and working quick, so it's looking really, really good. And just quickly, here is this side. The chimney, that's going to be done with, it's actually a concrete material, but it looks like stone. That's going to go on the chimney side. And guys, I think have to finish up in the gable, but it's looking really good. These two windows are salvage windows from Springfield, Tennessee. They're the wavy glass. They're the same as I have in the pole barn. And you can see here, I'm using them there because it's not like we need to keep warm or cool air in or out. This is the animal stable, so it's appropriate to have them there. Salvage windows is tricky because it's hard to keep the elements outside and the warmth in. So here's the stable. This is where the other side of the Dutch door, and this is the other side of Luis putting in that Dutch door. This door off the tack right here, this is going to be a salvage, one of the farm doors. So at the end of today, I think all of the new doors will be put in. Salvage is going to take some time because we have to, you know, make the jams. This is Jake's favorite spot. Why? Because sometimes he finds the guy's scraps. So he likes to hang out up here by the microwave. So it's Friday, it's super windy, there's a lot of rain, you can see the mud everywhere, but it's just such a busy hub right now. You got framers, you've got Chris and Straley back there, the guys taking down the barn, you've got Justin, you've got Gabe. It's just lots and lots going on. And I'm living right now in Danny's house on site, which has been an adventure, but I'm very thankful that his family's letting me live there while my house is on the market. And it's great to just be able to come out my door and see all this every day and see the guys and check on progress. And it's really great to be a part of it more regularly since I'm living here.